In this video, we're going to go over the top 10 preps to buy at Dollar Tree upon every visit. The Dollar Tree offers a wide variety of items where everything is $1. There have been a lot of great videos that have come out over the years in the preparedness community featuring the Dollar Tree, where preppers will go to the Dollar Tree to build a bug-out bag, or just go on a shopping spree to find various items that could be used for emergency preparedness purposes. To be honest, I don't go to Dollar Tree too often because I like my emergency preparedness gear to be built to last. And for a lot of the items that are at Dollar Tree, you kind of get what you pay for. For example, I don't get any of the kitchen supplies like the can openers because they're not built with the same quality as a brand like OXO. When I go there, I try to stick with name brands. So no, I don't get the generic duct tape over at Dollar Tree. I'd rather spend the extra money on Gorilla duct tape, which is far, far superior. But I do think Dollar Tree is a good place to go to build up preps over time. For some of the preps, you could possibly use them for barter or to give away to people in need during an emergency situation. So let's start going through the list of the top 10 preps to buy at Dollar Tree upon every visit. I'm going to lean more towards items that don't have a shelf life or expire, so I won't be featuring any food items in the top 10 list. Although Dollar Tree is a good place to go for a lot of those. We'll just cover them in the honorable mentions. Let's get started. What I recommend doing for a lot of the items in this top 10 list is to start building up small modules, using those small plastic 5-quart shoe boxes. You can get these over at Dollar Tree, but I like the quality of the Sterilite ones that you could pick up over at Home Depot or Target. I find them to be a lot better and easier to stack. The number one prep to buy at Dollar Tree are matches. I've been getting my matches at Dollar Tree for years now. I like picking up the large strike-on-box kitchen matches. They're plastic wrapped, so they have a little bit of water protection. And I've been using the matches that I purchased over at the Dollar Tree probably 10 years ago to this day. This would be another great barter item. I also pick up the smaller 32 count of the strike-on-box matches. These ones work great to have in various rooms within your home. I recommend building up your stash of matches in one of those small Sterilite plastic boxes. Put a label on the front of it and just keep adding to it over months and years. The number 2 prep to buy at Dollar Tree are candles. Dollar Tree offers a wide variety of candles for $1. You could get the tall Jesus candles, a multi-pack of smaller candles, and also tea light candles. When you go to the Dollar Tree candle section, you're going to notice that Jesus is absolutely dominating the tall glass candle market. However, I like just picking up the tall glass candles that are in white, although they are available in multiple colors. After the candle's used, you could always use that glass for something else. I think the multi-pack candles are also a good deal. I found that you could get the tea light candles in a larger quantity for a better deal at other places. But again, at number 2, we have candles. At number 3, we have lighters. Dollar Tree offers a few different types of lighters. You could get the Bic style small lighters for EDC purposes, and you could also get those longer ones that you would use for your barbecue or for lighting candles. If I can't find the Bic lighters at the Dollar Tree at the time that I go, I usually avoid the generic ones and will just pick up an extra of the long lighters. These work great for adding it to various kits and can be used for barter purposes. So number 3, lighters. For number 4, I've kind of combined it in a 3-for-1, and that's dental items. You could pick up a new toothbrush, toothpaste, and floss for $1 each. Dollar Tree offers the same brands that you would pick up at any other store, but just for $1. In a previous video, I discussed building up a small dental hygiene kit. Again, using one of those small Sterilite plastic boxes. Start doing the same thing, but just going over to Dollar Tree for your supplies. So again, every time you go to Dollar Tree, pick up an extra toothbrush, an extra tube of toothpaste, and extra dental floss. Add it to your dental hygiene kit and keep building it up over a period of months. Again, at number 4, dental supplies. At number 5, we have hand sanitizer. I try to go with the 70% alcohol hand sanitizer. We all remember at the start of the pandemic on how hard it was to find hand sanitizer. So start building up your pandemic preparedness kit and just pick up a single bottle of hand sanitizer every time you go to Dollar Tree. And number 6, we have batteries, or what I like to call barter batteries. In a previous video, I showed how I store my batteries in small ammo cases. These are my main stash of batteries that we use in our home and also for emergency purposes. However, I recommend going to Dollar Tree to get your barter batteries. A small little 4-pack or 8-pack of batteries that you could give out, either for barter purposes or just to give away to people during an emergency situation. I try my best to go with more of a name brand battery instead of some generic one, although since these are barter batteries, just get whatever you can. Again, store these in one of those small Sterilite plastic bins and keep adding on to it. So again, at number 6, we have batteries. At number 7, we have medications. I try to stick with the name brand medications instead of some generic off-brand. But you could get a bottle of pain medicine or other kind of medications that would be handy to have during an emergency situation. So just pick up a single bottle of aspirin or Tylenol or cold medication, store it in a Sterilite plastic bin, and keep adding onto it over a period of months for your barter medication. I think Dollar Tree has a fairly good stash of general office supplies. However, when I go there, I always pick up an extra Sharpie. I use them in almost all of my kits, whether that be a first aid kit or a bug-out bag or in my vehicle. You name it, there's probably a Sharpie marker in there, but oftentimes they go missing. So it's always good to stock up on more. So every time that you go to Dollar Tree, just pick up an extra Sharpie marker. I usually go with the black Sharpies, although you could also get a red or blue or any other color that's offered at Dollar Tree at the time. At number 9, we have kitchen wraps, such as Ziploc bags or aluminum foil. I'll usually alternate between the two. I like going with these gallon-size Ziploc bags to use as modules for some of my kits. They offer water protection for the items that you store in there, you could easily label them, and they're transparent so you see the items that are stored in that particular module. Getting a box of Ziploc bags for $1 is a good price. I also pick up aluminum foil, which could be used for a variety of different things, such as wrapping your electronic devices in your bug-out bags and get-home bags for Faraday protection. Again, that might be a little overkill, but it's just what I do. So every time you go to Dollar Tree, just pick up an extra box of Ziploc bags or a roll of aluminum foil and add it to your stash. And at number 10, we have plastic drop cloths. This is kind of my wild card item, but I found that I've been wanting to add plastic drop cloths in a lot more of my kits lately. You could use them for shelter purposes, for building a solar still, but mainly I've been building up my stash of plastic drop cloths for containment room purposes. A few years back, long before COVID-19, I did a video of my pandemic containment room kit. However, nowadays, I'm adding these plastic drop cloths to other kits as well, such as bug-out bags or get-home bags and more. So again, every time you go to Dollar Tree, just pick up an extra plastic drop cloth and add it to your collection. If you're like me, you'll find a kit to add it to. And that concludes the top 10 preps to buy at Dollar Tree upon every visit. Let's start going through a few of the honorable mentions. I know a lot of people go to Dollar Tree to pick up chapstick. This is definitely a good idea if you EDC chapstick, although I don't really use chapstick, so I don't really need to pick it up. Another honorable mention is to pick up cleaning supplies at Dollar Tree. Whether that be bleach or counter spray, Dollar Tree offers a wide variety of cleaning supplies. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you could go to Dollar Tree for a lot of food items. You could get canned meat for $1, whether that be Spam or Vienna sausages or tuna. I usually get these at other locations though. You could also pick up canned soup or vegetables, and Dollar Tree frequently features name brand items in these. Another honorable mention to pick up at Dollar Tree is candy. This is great for morale purposes during an emergency situation. And the last honorable mention that I have for Dollar Tree are 1-liter water bottles. I try to use 2 of these in every evacuation kit that I have. So every bug-out bag should have 2 1-liter bottles of water. Every get-home bag should have 2 1-liter bottles of water. Your building evacuation kit should have 2 1-liter bottles of water. So if you wanted to, every time you go to Dollar Tree, you could just pick up an extra 1-liter bottle of water to add to one of your kits. But that concludes my list of honorable mentions. There are a ton of different items that you can pick up at Dollar Tree, so please leave your comments below in the comments section on what preps you like to get when you go to Dollar Tree, especially those preps that you've built up a large stash of. Leave those comments in the comment section. If you're just getting started with prepping or have a limited budget, Dollar Tree is definitely a place that you should go to start building up your core set of supplies. As you could replace those $1 items with a higher quality item. Because again, we're trying to use these for emergency preparedness purposes and you want them to work when needed and not break down. But using Dollar Tree to set up a bunch of placeholder items is definitely a smart approach. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video of the top 10 preps to buy at Dollar Tree upon every visit. If you like these type of videos, consider subscribing to my channel, leave your comments below in the comment section, and stay tuned for more emergency preparedness videos. See you next time.